So here's something interesting. Uh, this event, this whole event that started a month ago, um, there's one problem here, and I noticed that problem. I think that some other people also notice that there's a problem here. It started like 2 weeks ago. This problem. It began the minute they showed this new event, and it's now in permanently in the game. There's one problem here. As you can see, if you were able, if you like, I started this game a month before the main event started. A month, I think it was a month. It was May, June. A month and a week before this event started. So I actually had 1 month of free gameplay where I got my team was almost 300,000. That was top. So I had really low level players, not upgraded. My best goalie before that was Wakashimadzu, the really crappy version. Let's see, team play tackle, yeah. Then there was Wakabayashi, and then I stuck with Espadas, the blue version of Espadas, and where he? Okay. Canary Sanctuary. Okay, so and then I stuck with Espadas, so I had a goalkeeper, and then that event started. Because just because I had that Espadas didn't mean I was I started winning at everything. That Espadas wasn't actually that good as a goalkeeper, but from the most he had like 9,000 to catch. That was his max, I think. Yeah, 9,000 to catch. Oh look, a glitch. Yeah, it's going to glitch out. Yeah, let's see. And where does that get us now? If you participate in that event, if you make every one of those step up pulls, and you probably did, you should have almost at least you should have more than enough to make your team as high as my team got. So I went from barely 300 to 600 at least. It's just the scale, the level of your game just went up so fast and so easy. He's not going to catch that. So I tired him out. There's just not there aren't, how can I say this? There is a problem now, because like I showed you earlier in my stream, some players don't aren't as useful as before. Oh crap, I pressed that button. Yeah, that's happening. they aren't as useful as before. And I am not talking about the normal SSRs because they just went so low because of this event. I am not talking about only only them. I am talking also about the legendary players. Not the limited legendary, the legendary like the this Bunak or that Hino or who has Super Nita, right? So there is a problem. They aren't effective anymore. That's one of those problems that should be mentioned. You say, well, yeah, but they do. No, they don't score. I played so many times against those players, and they stopped score. They began having problems with scoring. I mean, seriously, Nita was very powerful, and the Blue Revol, no, the Blue Revol was the top. He had the most power to shooting. Now I stop every one of his shots. Why is that happening? Because at least I got all of the all of the goalkeepers, and they are overpowered, and they will stop most of those shots. So yeah, basically right there I showed you that now you can stop everything, or at least more than you could stop before. Most of the shots that go to your goalkeeper aren't actually that effective. No, they are not. So that's the first that's the first part. What's the second part? You get a lot of players on the field, and if you play multicolored players, so and I am not talking about race, I'm just talking about the types, multi-types players. If you play those, yeah, you should be able to get all your team and just play a random, and you would be, and if you up them, you would be like over 500 at least, like 540, 580, something like that. And if you make a specific team like only red or only blue, then you should be really overpowered, like 670 if you max them out. So yeah, basically I went from barely 200 to over 600. And is that a problem for me? No, that's actually quite good. I am happy that that happened. But what about the new players? What about everybody who wants to begin the game and even be able to be somewhere in Free League? Over, I think more even than 100,000 people play this game in the world, and this is only the global version. There's the Japanese version where it has almost the same people playing as here. Interception. Crap. He's going to do a 3S. Time waster. And now we have one problem. Well, no, frequent players don't have a problem. New players have a problem. How in the world will they be able to top what we have right now? And unless they put in like $1 bajillion in Dream Balls. That's the only way. I mean, seriously, have you ever spent $300 on a game? If you did, then, well, maybe it was a collectible edition. Uh, is he going to score? Should he be able? Yeah. Uh, but if you wanted to, you know, start it, play it, check this out, check that out. Why? Where was my? Oh my God! Akai took that ball away. How? Mm. Eh. I pressed the button first. Shoot! Don't look. So this just keeps on taking. I sometimes I can't do two things at one time. He's going to catch that ball. Where was I? Oh yeah. And new players, actually, I think this is just pointless. I'm going to do that recording. He didn't catch that ball. Have you seen that? He didn't actually catch that ball from so far away, and he was. Was I on? Wait, was I on green power? No, and neither was he. But from so far away, really? So no, I'm going to save this one. Like you saw, wait, not like you saw. As I said before, actually no, this is just dumb. Let's stop.